Good evening. I'm Brooks Compton, Mayor of the City of Centerville, and we just completed our 18th meeting of the year, this being December 17, 2018. We called the meeting to order about 7:35. The invocation was given by Pastor Tony Miltenberger from the Restoration Church of Centerville, and a pledge of allegiance to the flag was taken by Troop 516. Boys were here from the Boy Scout troop, and they led us in the Pledge of Allegiance. All council members were present this evening, and we took action on the previous council meetings from November 19, November 12, December 3, and December 10th, and all those minutes were approved with a couple corrections when a couple council members happened to be absent those meetings for business-related matters. We had no communications this evening, and we did, after that, we celebrated the 50th anniversary of the City of Centerville and the committee who's been responsible for bringing this tremendous event to the City of Centerville. Maureen Russell Hodgson, who is the chair of that committee, along with Dan, the intern Ferguson, Mary Lou Pence, Jodie Kauflin, Jordan Liddy, and Mark Yandrick, who formed the committee and participated and put together the events during the course of the year in 2018 to celebrate our 50th anniversary as a city. If you get a chance to watch the program tonight or the full council meeting, at the beginning of the meeting, Maureen goes over what activities took place over the course of the year and all the different people who participated, the sponsors of our events this year. And clearly, many people were generous in supporting the 50th anniversary celebration, and thousands participated. From every event, from the community concert in Stubbs Park to Fall Fest, to a number of gold out at the Centerville High School game, all sorts of activities during the course of the year. So I would encourage you to watch the meeting in general, but if you want to watch specifically for the 50th anniversary, it's a really good segment on that. But very appreciative of those members of the committee who spent so much time to make really a very, very important event for the city of Centerville, a fun event culminating in the holiday lighting of the Christmas tree down at Benham's Grove on December 2nd, 2018. We also had a special guest this evening who was a member of the City Council in 1968, and that was John Zengel. John talked a little bit about his involvement with the city. He was a member of City Council for 6 years. He was a member back in 1968. Of course, the Zengel name is revered here in the city of Centerville for all that they've done for our community over the years. And the council and members here tonight and the community in general thanks John as a member of council and those council members and the many, many people who have volunteered over the years, in addition to council members, to make this such a fine community, and one we're all very proud of, but which got off to a great start back in December of 1968 when the village of Centerville became the city of Centerville. We have very much to be thankful and appreciative of all those who have put so much time in making this a great city, not just those 50 years, but all those who have worked since that 50 years to continue what a great city the city of Centerville is. We recognized a couple Eagle Scouts this evening. One was Gabriel Duncan, and the second was Douglas Moenter. Both of those young men have received their Eagle Scout Award. Gabe is a sophomore at Centerville High School, and Douglas is at Ohio State University studying zoology. And both talked about what they did to receive their Eagle Scout Award and their activities in scouting. We're proud of both of them and glad they were able to be with us this evening. Then we recognized the Centerville High School girls golf team. They finished third in the state this year. They've had a great track record of success since they started as a golf team for Centerville High School about 25 years ago. And tonight, the state champion, Marissa Wenzler, was present. She's going to go to the University of Kentucky to play golf for the University of Kentucky. But we also had present Kayla Ramsey, Meha Pandya, Jenna Hayes, Alena Sirichotiratana, Carley Jones, and Maddie Round. And each of the young ladies talked a little bit about their involvement with golf and how they're going to continue their career in golf, and all a very nice group of young ladies, and represent, of course, Centerville High School in the tremendous fashion that school presents itself and the students that do represent Centerville over the years. We also recognize Gerry Foster, who's retiring as the Centerville Community Band Director. Gerry's been with the band as its director since 2012. The band is improving always under his direction, and he really does a great job. He participates in many activities with the band over the course of the year. Very pleased with how the band represents the city of Centerville. We're very fortunate to have their commitment for the many concerts that they do during the course of the year. They always participate at Veterans Day, Memorial Day, the concert on July the 3 for Americana, and a couple concerts during the summer at Stubbs Park during our summer concert series. So, Gerry, you've done a great job with the band. We appreciate all that you've done, and I know the community will miss you as the director, but we'll see you at Stubbs Park during the course of the summer concert series next year. Terry O'Brien had submitted an application to be a member of the Arts Commission. He was approved by council, and his oath of office as a member was taken tonight, and Terry was sworn as a member of the Centerville Arts Commission. Susan Jessee, as the chair of the City Beautiful Commission, presented the Business Pride Holiday Lighting Award winners, and this time the Business Pride Award winner was Lorelei's Boutique up on 43 West Franklin Street, and the Residential Holiday Lighting Award winners, also through all the different zones, were received tonight and recognized for their great work on the Holiday Lighting Award. We had no citizens' comments and petitions, and then we went into official reports. And we did a little bit of the review of the year 2018. We had some new employees come in to the city this year. We welcomed them. We had a couple employees leave who pursued their careers in other locations. We wish them the best of luck. We recognized and talked a little bit about the employee luncheon, which took place on last Wednesday, which would have been December the 12th, and also the volunteer luncheon, which took place the week before. The consent agenda, we had a lengthy consent agenda, a number of items on the consent agenda dealing with items for Yankee Trace, our budgeting, our participation in a recycling program. All of those items were dealt with in the consent agenda, and all of those were approved unanimously by the City Council. A couple items of significance in the consent agenda, which are items that we have discussed in council, find them to be generally routine. They've been thoroughly reviewed. So what we do is incorporate them into one motion. In this case, on our consent agenda, we had several items that came up were somewhat unique. One was with respect to, we adopted or approved the new golf carts for the City of Centerville Yankee Trace facility. We also have been asked by the county to participate because of the good recycling program we have in the City of Centerville, which is a credit to our Public Works Department and the citizens of Centerville who do a very good job of recycling for our community, to participate in a grant program which to address the contamination issue that goes into recycling products. That's an item that is clearly a hot button on recycling topics, is the necessity to make sure that the items that come into the recycling pool are not contaminated. Well, the county has asked us, because we do have a very low contamination rate on our recycling products, to participate in this grant. We're honored that they selected us to do that, and we know that the community strongly supports the recycling program. We are going to participate in this. It's going to be an exciting project in 2019 with respect to recycling. And we also approved the capital improvements program and our consent agenda, along with one item with respect to a new business location here, which is a transfer of a liquor license, which will take place for economic development purposes. We appointed Mary Ann Cable to the City Beautiful Commission for an additional 3-year term, and reappointed Michael Vacchiano as chair of the Sister City Committee. Then under old business, we had our 2019 budget presentation by Wayne Davis, the city manager, indicating that we have the expenditures that we'll have over the course of the year. Everything balances out very well. We're in good shape financially. That report is in the course of our full meeting, if you get a chance to watch that. But the bottom line is that the city is spending a significant amount of money for capital improvements, which is back into the roadways, sidewalks, bikeways, streets, neighborhood streets. And then subsequent to that, we approved the specific appropriations for the year 2019, and that was approved unanimously by council. Finally, we ended up with new business. We talked a little bit about the current appropriations to wrap up the year 2018. Cleaned up some pay grades, rates of pay due to a change in the minimum pay required for servers out at Yankee Trace. That was cleaned up by Jennifer Brumby and approved by council. And then cleared up a couple pay titles and rates of pay, which was also part of the ordinance under new business, and that was also approved. So we had a lengthy meeting tonight. We adjourned approximately 10:15. We've had a good year in 2018. We have a lot to look forward to in 2019. We wish all of you a Merry Christmas. And one of the things we're happy about is that Yankee Trace is paid off in full. There is no debt related to the Yankee Chase project. And that's a credit to all those, starting with Mr. Horn, who was here when the project got started, all the way to the current staff under direction of Mr. Davis, as city manager, that this project was paid off well early. And it's a credit, and I will say particularly to Greg setting up the financial standpoint to do this in a proper fashion. And now that it's paid off full, we're pleased that it is, and I know the citizens are happy about that also. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, best of wishes for a new year, and we'll see you on January 28th at our next formal meeting. Thanks for watching. Have a nice Christmas.